Thank you. I call on the Minister for Defence, National Security and Policing, Rural Development and Maritime Development and Disaster Management, the Honourable Ineas Serweiratu. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. I'd like to acknowledge the Honourable Member for this question. Let me start by stating that the road fatality statistics for the last 10 years was around 605, Mr. Speaker, sir. In the last 5 years alone, the total road fatalities was 308. Of the 308, Mr. Speaker, sir, 114 were pedestrians, 107 were passengers of vehicles, 70 were drivers, and 17 were on horses, traveling by the roadside, Mr. Speaker, sir. So 308 in the last 5 years. Most unfortunate, Mr. Speaker, sir, and we can say that it's unnecessary, unwarranted as well, and can be minimized, can be even avoided totally if we take responsibility seriously, Mr. Speaker, sir. Causes, if I may quickly, before I go on to what the Fiji Police Force is doing, mainly as a result of overspeeding, dangerous and careless driving, driver fatigue, and of course drunken driving as well, to name a few. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a result of this, it has become a KPI for the force, targeting a reduction in road fatalities by 30%. And of course, if I may go again to the 308, Mr. Speaker, sir, over the last 5 years, in 2016, we had 60. In 2017, there was an increase to 70, and 2018, again, we had 70, and then we started to decrease. In 2019, from the 70 the previous year, we had 63. And in 2020, last year, we came down to 45. So the Fiji Police Force, as one of its KPIs, has made a commitment to reduce road fatalities by 30%. How are we making sure that this commitment is realized, Mr. Speaker, sir? One is through the partnerships. Partnership is very important, particularly with key stakeholders, the integrated multi-agency approach, and of course we would recall, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Safer Roads, Safer Vehicles and Safer Drivers launching that was done by the Honourable Prime Minister a few years back, and of course championed by the Honourable Prime Minister as well, Mr. Speaker, sir. And that also includes the decade of actions for road safety, and this has also been extended, for a further period of 10 years to 2030, Mr. Speaker, sir. Awareness and community engagement. This is through the school visitations, the Crime Stoppers program, school patrols, and awareness in the vulnerable communities as well. And these activities, Mr. Speaker, sir, have empowered those responsible so that they can be safe road users. Included with that is the joint partnership with police and LTA as well, Mr. Speaker, sir, particularly on the program on the Values in Action for Global Road Safety Program. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, sir, is on the enforcement measures. This includes the nationwide breathalyzer and radar operations in most areas, the conduct of targeted operations in collaboration with LTA, and of course also the posting of personnel on motorcycles, and of course those on duty as well in bottleneck and choke points to ensure the smooth transition of traffic for all daily road commuting Fijians, Mr. Speaker, sir. In summary, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would urge all Fijians, perhaps a key message from the Fiji Police Force, your Fiji Police Force, is that life is precious and we need to respect the right to life of our fellow Fijians, and we need to take our responsibility very, very seriously, and particularly in ensuring that these can be reduced and minimized. And of course, we can also say, Mr. Speaker, that enforcement has to be seen to be the very last thing. And it starts with you and me and all Fijians. We need to take our responsibilities seriously, and just like COVID, we fight this together, and we can help eliminate the unnecessary loss of lives as a result of road accidents, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you.